I had to see if that body style even coincide with the career and the life that I'm trying to build for myself, and it's just not, it's not fitting the image for me.
Yeah, but dope in the bush. Dope in the bush. I know how to cook. Bitch good looking. Bitch good looking. Bitch good looking. Dope in the bush. I know how to cook. Yeah. I did the digital dash.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Ahkira. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, if you have been here, welcome back. Okay, period. I appreciate you. Welcome back to the Butterfly Gang. Okay. Today I'm just gonna do a little story time and kind of like give you some advice from a professional perspective. Okay, if you hear stuff in the background, ignore it. I am at my mother's house, and I mean, that says enough, you know. It's people in the background, so you may hear them, but we're gonna push through because I do want to continue just to try to put out content. Not even try, but do it. But okay, let me get into this story. So where do I start? I guess I'll give y'all my little background and why I feel like, you know, I can give you some good advice, especially when it comes to this topic. At one point in time, if you watch my videos, my Get Ready With Me's, my vlogs, I had got a job and I told y'all I was a surgical coordinator. I ended up getting this job as a surgical coordinator, and it was commission based. It was doing what it needed to do, you know what I'm saying? But from the time I walked in there, my friends know that I was telling them like that the place was kind of ghetto, like not in how it looked or nothing like that, but I just feel like how they ran it and like the employees, just it was a little ghetto. But I liked everybody nonetheless, because you know that's kind of my vibe. But for a doctor's or surgery place, it just wasn't what I would have expected. But then I'm like, you know, this is Atlanta, so you know, is it not to be expected? And then when you really look down into it, the pricing and just their advertisement and who their audience was, I mean, that's who they were advertising to. I mean, especially at that price point or whatever. But my training was only like 4 days, and it was basically on how to sell, like, you know what I'm saying? We learned, of course, how to examine and the difference between, I had a little bit of knowledge just from being a medical receptionist before, but yeah, basically teach us the nitty-gritty, how to sell, how to close type energy. And you basically got paid on how many people you close, so that put the incentive to, you know, be closing people. And excuse this curling iron, I told y'all it was a little cheap when I got this from Target, I think. Yeah, it was like $20, okay? Because I was like, I'm not gonna spend no money on something I don't know how to use it, so yeah, whatever. So anyways, yeah, I get the training, I get on the floor, I start selling surgeries. Mind you, around this time, a lot of people had money and was spending money, because it was, people had PPP loans, people had all types of stuff going on. They business, whether legit or non-legit, and in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying. It definitely goes both ways. So the sales were freaking good. They said I had really just missed the rush when I got in, because they was closing like 12 people. The top people were closing like 12 people a day, like, and we got $100 per person. So do the math, okay? And they was running specials and deals and stuff at that time as well. Now, I didn't last long there because I'm a salesperson, but I feel like morally, I just feel like some of the stuff was not right. And like how we were ridiculed or judged on how many people we were closing. And it's like, okay, but what if these people really didn't qualify? Like, and then the people who was making any and everybody qualified, and overbooking and doing certain little things, they were kind of getting praised. But it's like, what if everybody did that? Then everything, I don't know. It was just a lot going on. And basically my sales started getting low because like I can't make nobody get no surgery. Like, especially if they need to lose weight, or of course we could try to book it out and I could try to get the deposit. But then some of the offers that we were offering them, like, who only wants to get one little piece or 3 pieces, or not pieces, because we talking about people's bodies, but that's how they make me feel. 3 areas on somebody and then pay almost $5,000-$6,000 for it. Like, who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's crazy because I end up leaving or getting fired just in time because of my sales, because we were expected to close 4 people a day. Mind you, we didn't have no breaks, so the consultations were there. But like I said, I was closing, but not at the rate that they wanted me to. So yeah. But when I got fired finally, it almost was like I was ready to go, because I was feeling that way about the company. And one time we didn't get paid. Like, we didn't get paid till like 4 days later. Like, it was crazy. It was a lot of stuff going on. But overall, great. I did meet some good people there. People just trying to eat and get their money. So it's like, I understand it and I'm not like trying to judge, but it just wasn't for me in the long haul. I could just say that. But, and then I was even considering getting lipo. I still want lipo, but the doctors I always wanted to go to was super expensive. And people be like, oh, why you don't go cheaper? There's people who can do it for cheaper, but that don't mean they do good. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they do good, and that's what I like to look for. Like, and that brings me into my next subject or topic on this. What to look for when looking for a doctor, considering surgery. What do you need to be to get surgery, to be put under anesthesia, all that good stuff. Because that's another thing. The place that I worked for, they was doing all the surgeries under local anesthesia. And then they had the nerves to try to raise the prices and just start doing too much. It's like, why were you targeting a certain audience or demographic and price point, and then expect that you could just raise the price and you ain't even changing the quality of the services or nothing like that? That was wild. Like, I wouldn't have gotten my surgery there. I didn't even consider it. And for me to work at a surgery place, but then I don't want to get surgery there, I feel like that says a lot. It says a lot. But yeah. So, things that you should look into. I would say first, really do your research, because that was their attitude there. Like, well, they should have did their research, and that is true. You should have did your research, but like, as somebody who is advising or supposed to be a specialist or an advisor in this industry, you should be able to tell me, you know, advise me in the right direction instead of just advising me into a cell. But neither here or there. I don't want to go into the details because y'all probably figure out who the company was, and I don't want that. I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems. This is just my story, my opinion. So yeah, first thing you should look into, or when you start doing your research, the doctor, his whether he's board certified to do plastic surgery or not, or he or she is qualified, because you are able to practice in quite a few states without being a board certified plastic surgeon. So I personally would just prefer someone who specializes in this, so to speak, and been practicing, and not just using me as a practice dummy. Also, you should look at the facility They're asking what their death rates are. And when you go to your consultation, who are you meeting? You know, because at this place, they will only meet us. They weren't even meeting the doctor until the day of surgery. And to me, that is a red flag. Okay, you know that little trend that's going around, red flags? Okay, these are the red flags. When you hear these things, red flags. Okay, that's what you should think. But like, yeah, you don't meet the doctor until the day of surgery. That's a red flag. Okay. Pay attention to the work that they post and the doctors and just the organization of it all. Make sure they can show you some work. Also, your health plays a big part into this, and you shouldn't be able to get like a full 360 lipo and all that unless you're at a 30 or below BMI for health reasons, and because ultimately, depending on your state, you can only take out so much fat. Okay, so no matter what, if you don't get down to a ideal weight for you before your surgery, they can still only take out that cap amount. So whether it's 4 liters, 5 liters, whatever, they can still only take out that much. They can't just keep taking to get to your desired goal. You know, you kind of, it's a two-way street. You know, you got to do your part and they can do their part to make it do what it needs to do. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. And they also don't think about, like, you really have, this is supposed to be like a lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be curling my hair. I can't even do both. This is supposed to be like a lifestyle change, right? Not just a quick fix to something, because I feel like that's a lot of people's attitude. Is this thing even working anymore? It's like it's not even working. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me wait for it to get hot. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a lifestyle change. It's not something where, like I said, it's a quick fix. And also, like, when you have these body goals, picture goals, or whatever you call it, you want to show you these wish pictures and stuff like that, you have to be realistic of where that person started and how many surgeries did they get. Because a lot of these girls who like look super, super good, they have multiple rounds. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to go through that mentally, physically, financially? It is not a painless procedure. I don't know how people do it under the local anesthesia. They do it. It is, I guess, cheaper, you know what I'm saying? And then the facility doesn't have to pay for an anesthesiologist to actually be in the room and be there, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not putting you to sleep, general anesthesia. So, is the facility kind of being cheap in the way that they're doing things? You know, you just want to be on the lookout. You want to be smart. This is your body. Don't let nobody make you feel pressure into doing it. Yeah, it's a lot. You just take it as serious as it is. Even your aftercare, like, really wear your faja, wear your phones, wear your boards, eat healthy, feed the fat. Don't pressure yourself too much in the beginning of how you look, because you're swollen and your body is adjusting and things of that nature. Like, give yourself 1 month mark, 2 month mark, 3 month mark. 3 month mark, you should really be looking how you gonna look for the most part. You may still experience some swelling, but it's normal, and as long as you're compressing and doing the things you need to, it'll be very minimal. Use your butt pillow. Like, I don't know why people think they can just get surgery and then go back to their regular schmegular life and then be mad about how their shape ended up or just anything and try to blame the doctor. And sometimes it is the doctor, but like, you have to do your part. Like, it's a 50-50 relationship, for real. It really is. And people be in for a rude surprise when it comes to recovery. And just, some people do good though. I ain't even gonna lie. Some people, they be walking around comfortable. But even then, still, you need to be wearing your garments. You need to just be doing the things that you should be doing. At the place, you need to know if the BBL includes hips, because at the place I would work at, they will sometimes include it, sometimes they wouldn't, charge you extra for it. And I mean, I thought hips normally come with a BBL. but I mean, that's just me. Every place is different, so you need to really make sure and clarify that. A fun fact about liposuction, people just go and get lipo and they be being cheap and they don't have money for aftercare, like I was talking about, which is not okay. And then they don't look into getting J plasma, because liposuction is not a skin tightening procedure. It is just a body sculpting procedure, removing the fat, you know, and then putting it somewhere else for a more desirable shape, you know, based on what you want. And J plasma is it's like a laser type procedure that they go in right after the lipo. It's normally done together, or you know, right back to back. And that's what helps tightens your skin, especially if you already have loose skin, or just in general after removing fat. Like, your skin is not catching up as fast as the fat was removed from that area. So J plasma is something definitely to look into and invest in if you're getting lipo, in my opinion. Like I said, no matter your size. You know, liposuction does not change your anatomy, so if you have a wide back, honey, your back is just gonna be wide. If, you know what I'm saying, you have certain features, that's just not gonna help it. You know, at some point you just gotta love yourself. Seriously, you just gotta love yourself. And you can gain weight after getting liposuction. It may take a little bit longer for it to come back in the areas that it was lipo, because the fat cells are killed. But you'll start gaining fat in areas that you didn't used to before, because it is still gonna come back to your body. It's not like it's just, oh, it can't come back. Like, it's gonna go somewhere else. To that chin, to them arms. You know what I'm saying? That's why you be seeing some people after they BBL, they be wide. Like, they be having a shape still, but they just be, some be off, you know? They be a little wide, that's why. What else? Just, y'all be mindful of these places, because I worked at a place that I feel like, I ain't gonna say they was a scam, but they was a scam. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at nobody, because everybody, the people who worked there, they was just trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, but I just couldn't do it for too long, because it didn't make me feel good. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't. And these people, mamas, grandmas, not that they was just in there killing people, but just how stuff was being handled. In the whole salesy aspect of it. And funny enough, when I left, so they start having a little bit of legal issues. So yeah, I got out of there just in time, I would say. What else? Yeah, I kind of feel like the whole BBL thing in general is getting, like, the big booty BBLs. People are finally coming back to their senses, because people are definitely getting reductions. Like Dream Doll, Kim Kardashian, I feel like she got a reduction. And just K Michelle's, all these girls, you know, having a nice shape is more attractive than just having a big butt, especially if it's not, you know, going with the legs and it's not the ratio, not looking good. You'll be surprised. Some girls really winning. You know, so if you are a slim girl and you just want to be thick, I feel you. But trust me, don't go out here and go and kill yourself over a BBL. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. My camera says it's about to die. I hope not. If it is, let me hurry up. Curl the front and the back. But yeah, be mindful when you're thinking about going to get surgery. Do your research. Think about the things that I told you. And yes. But yeah, do your research. Don't take this lightly. BBLs, especially the big ones, natural BBLs are still in. I'm not saying BBLs aren't in at all. But the more natural look is definitely in. It looks better in clothes, honestly, in my opinion. Don't beat me up. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I used to want a BBL too. Who didn't? Who didn't? But I had to realize, I had to see if that body style even coincide with the career and the life that I'm trying to build for myself, and it's just not, it's not fitting the image for me that I'm trying to give. So when I thought about that too, that kind of brought me back down to reality of who I'm trying to be and what I'm trying to attract. And that just don't, that look just don't match up with my goals. And so when you think about it that way, if it makes sense for what you're trying to do in life, then do what you need to do, especially if it's gonna make you some more money. But if not, I mean, be mindful. I'm not saying don't get it, but make it make sense, you know? Make it make sense. Like, oh yes, look at this. Girl, stop playing with me. Oh, let's try to do the other side. Stop playing with me though. Y'all see that? Like, she's giving. Yeah, I like that. And then I could just put the hot comb to it a little bit and redo my baby hairs. I'm gonna be cute. I ain't got cute in a minute since I've been in Tampa. But yeah, that was my 2 cents on the whole topic. If y'all have any other questions, feel free to ask too in the comments in case I left something out. I don't think I did though. I feel like I said what needed to be said and gave y'all my little inside scoop. I think we made it, y'all. We made it. We made it to the end. This is what it's gonna give just for now. Okay, boom. My hair is curled. That was my inside scoop and my experience as a surgical coordinator at a slightly questionable place, and my tips and what to look for when you're about to get surgery, considering surgery, and the whole BBL trend in general. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Tell me if you have like a bad BBL story. Don't try to guess the place that I worked in the comments, please. You know, I don't want no problems.